Hello everyone and welcome to a Strong Collectibles unboxing. Today we are doing the Strong Collectibles Kung Lao and I have with me here the Baron, which you may recognise from Kerden Cosplay.
Hello.
So we are going to go through this. As you can see, he is come in all of his glorious little wrapping paper. So now we can finally take this off of him. Completely brand new. A lot of the Strong Collectibles you have to get second hand, but this one is new enough that we were able to get him exactly as he is. So here is the Kung Lao. Let's take a look at the box first of all. So as per usual with the Mortal Kombat Strong Collectibles, very nice packaging. It's got a little blurb on the back, so let us see. Kung Lao's ancestor, the great Kung Lao, was defeated by Goro 500 years ago. That's true. A lot of these things don't get that correct. In the pivotal match that saw Shang Tsung attain control of the Mortal Kombat tournament. It did. To him, this contest is about more than Earthrealm's freedom. His life goal has been to slay Goro, not entirely true, and win the tournament, thus restoring his family's honour. After being defeated by Liu Kang in a qualifying bout, was he? I didn't know about that. He disguised himself as one of the Shang Tsung's guards to gain admittance. Kung Lao believes he is ready for the challenge. The time to avenge his ancestors at hand. Well, that did come into the reboot that he dressed up as one of the guards from Mortal Kombat 1. But that whole thing about wanting to kill Goro, it's kind of true. It comes into, what was it, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance? Was it Deadly Alliance? Was the one after Deadly Alliance? It's one of those where Kung Lao and Goro get their fight and Kung Lao uses his hat and he scores a big scratch across Goro's chest, and then they make up and they make friends. But Kung Lao's whole deal wasn't that he wanted to kill Goro, it was that he was like overshadowed by Liu Kang. That was his whole gimmick, I believe. Certainly Kung Lao's got a lot more attention in the later Mortal Kombat games than he certainly did have in the first couple. But now, let us jump right into the box opening and let us unleash Kung Lao into the world by cutting the little bit of tape at the top. And now we can see this is of course based on his Mortal Kombat 2 attire. His Mortal Kombat 3 attire was a little bit different. This is not opening. There we go. Now Kung Lao has been released into the world. So there he is. And the inside of the box is the generic Mortal Kombat logo. Normally get the green or the blue one or the fiery one, but this is the fiery one. This is the generic backdrop, and as always, the backdrop is removable. So you can have it as an own little display if you want to, which is quite a cool little thing that Strong Collectibles do. But now let us get rid of the box and let us look at the actual figure himself and see what we have here. So he comes with two separate layers. There is the second layer, which is obviously the rabbit from the Friendship, and the buzzsaw, the blade, from one of the fatalities, where he cuts the person in half. And removing the top layer, and of course the top layer does come with a little plastic sheet. That is how you know that it is official and that it is brand new. If it doesn't have that, then it's either a second-hand copy or it is a knockoff. So always look for that when opening your Strong Collectible figures. And we also have a second layer of plastic, which is keeping Kung Lao protected from the box underneath. And here he is, the where is he from again? The White Lotus?
White Lotus Society, yes.
The White Lotus Society, which was of course founded by Raiden. So he has an additional 8 sets of hands. He has one additional head. He comes with the very famous hat, which has the little thing under the chin, little chin strap there. So that's quite cool. Is this removable or is that? No, I think that's actually moulded in there. I'll let the camera see it. if it would focus, which is always bad about focusing. I think that is the most that it's willing to focus, which unfortunately is not particularly good. We're in a new room, as you can probably guess. So, lighting and the setup is a little bit different than usual. But let us, oh my goodness, let's try just placing it on the hat. See, that doesn't look right. That is across the nose, which makes me think that the chin strap is supposed to be slightly removable. Or maybe you're supposed to set it up before. You know what, we'll look at the chin later. So now, first, before we start looking at the accessories, let's look at the articulation. So I'm just going to move this over here, which you can hear happening in the background. And move this one over as well. And yes, let's get into the articulation. So, the shoulders are on the shoulder joints. We have the butterfly elbows here, the butterfly chest. So the shoulders can come in and go back as such. We also have the rotation of the bicep, quite stiff, which is good. Stiff means that it will stay in position. You have the double elbow joint, which can curve to this much. It's not the best, but the muscle in the bicep here is what is stopping that from progressing more. The wrist is on a wrist joint. Are these metal bands, come around this side, are these metal bands actually attached? So the hands do come off for replacement. It seems like if it does come off, then it's really stuck on, but actually I think it's completely fine because I have no reason to want to remove that. The stomach does grind in, so you can get those deep ab crunch. It also rotates back as such. The neck is on a double joint up here. It's quite stiff, which again is fine. The legs, let's see the articulation. That is pretty poor articulation for strong collectibles, if I'm honest. Normally you can get a full leg split, but that seems to be as far as it goes. Again, very, very stiff. Double knee joint. The ankle is on the usual strong collectible little joint here, so it does swivel, it does turn. You also have the thigh swivel as well, so you can rotate the leg. Not much. I think the kind of baggy pants that they've tried to do here is, you know, quite a bit of hindrance. We have the shin movement, and we also have the toe pivot as well. So you can set up your various different poses. So let's just put them into a little pose. I can't actually remember what Kung Lao's pose is. It's something like that, I think. And now, well, let's go into the accessories. And the first accessory we're going to go into is the hat. So the first thing I'm going to do, now this is moulded on. I can see this certainly, that there's no way to unclip this. So this is exactly the way the hat comes. So the first thing we do is we're going to remove the head, which just takes a little bit of strength. It can be a little bit worrying, especially if it's your first strong collectibles, but it does work. Now we're going to try and put the head in with the chin strap, which it certainly works a lot better when it's not attached to the body. So we're trying to get the chin strap to go over the chin here, which is not an easy task, but there you go. It does work. So there you can see. Let's just get some focus on that. Camera, if you would, please. There we go. There we go. So you can see that there, the chin strap is directly on, and that gives it a much kind of cooler look to Kung Lao. And of course, Kung Lao does normally have his head down a bit so that the hat covers the face. Just trying to click this back on. Takes a little bit of strength. And such. And there we go. And there we can pose the hat down. And there we go. That is a pretty cool looking Kung Lao. Let's see if we can get him into a stance, check his balance. Maybe do something like that. Strong Collectibles normally pretty good for balance. It's not easy to do it on camera, of course. I need to bring this arm in a little bit for the weight distribution. Rotate the foot a little bit. And I'm beginning to think this might not work. Oh, still falling forward. Okay, ankle pivot. Rotate back just a little bit. Oh, close. I swear that was it, I had it, but there we go, there. Okay, so yeah, you can put him into his dynamic poses, and he does stand there, and he seems pretty solid. So yes, once again, Strong Collectibles, very good at what they do. So let us now check the rest of the accessories that we have going. We'll come into the fatalities a little bit later. So we have the alternate head, which is a much angrier pose. The eyes look really weird. They are very, very dark, as you can see. Don't know what they're going for there, but the teeth are very, very nicely moulded. You've got the spacing and the colouring between them, so it certainly shows off all of that. So I've already shown how the head swaps over before, so we're not going to show that again. You have your tiger grip palms, the tiger style stance, like this. You have your open palms. We have two gripping palms, the closed hand grip, and lastly you have your martial arts style palm hands. Now these ones are also, there's a little bit of space there, so I think this is what is going to hold the, yes, you can see it there, this is what's going to be holding the hat when we use those, because of course the hat is Kung Lao's most dangerous weapon. And let us look at the remaining parts here. So this is what we have. So anyone that remembers the original Mortal Kombat Friendship will remember that Kung Lao, he takes off the hat and, like a sort of party trick, he pulls Rabbit out of the hat. So I'm going to see if we can replicate that. So there is the rabbit. The rabbit doesn't have any articulation whatsoever, just the way it is. And let's see here. He holds the hat in the left hand. So it would be the left hand. And does this just grip the ears of the rabbit like so? I think that's the way that should work. And we're going to have to take off the hat again. And oh, what a nightmare this is. But let's do the pose for the friendship. Oh, actually the hat is coming off is a lot easier than going on. So we take off this hand, we clip in the other one. Nice and simple, just pops in, pops off, like so. And then we're going to remove this hand, and we are going to replace it with this one, which should be the one that grips the hat. So presumably it just goes in like so. And there we have it. And we just clip this in here. And then we just do a little bit of figure posing. Once this hand clips on, that's very irrefusable. This peg might be a little bit small, but with a little bit of force, we can get it on there. Again, don't be scared of using a little bit of force with your strong collectibles. Don't use too much force because you don't want to break them, obviously. But if we do something like that and then pose like this, then the hat here, and then looking towards camera, and ta-da! There is your friendship. There you go. Let's just pose him to look at the camera, and there you go. That is how that should look, which is pretty cool. And while we have the hat off anyway, let's take this off, and we are going to do the other fatality. Well, the actual fatality, not the friendship, which is this big beast of a accessory, which, so in the Mortal Kombat 2 fatality, you know, I think I actually remember what this is. Was it forward, down forward, low kick? Or was it forward? I think it involved low kick anyway. I vaguely remember that. But he takes the hat off and he slices like this, and then the opponent splits into. That is what the fatality is. So, just a case of posing it, and let's get him down. Oh my goodness, that's fine. And unfortunately the legs really don't like to bend here, so getting him in a crouch position is not as easy as it is with other figures. And yeah, without that crouch, without that the leg movement there, you see that we are having problems with the balancing. I don't think it's anything that's going to really prevent us, but there we go. And then if we attach the hat like so, then you can kind of imagine how that fatality would have looked, like so. We can also use it as the throwing animation, of course, which was his basic long-range attack. So Kung Lao has a magical hat, which just always comes back to him. So if we attach it from this end, it will give us the dynamic pose to look as if he is actually throwing the hat as a weapon, which that should fit in there, like so. It's not willing to stay because it doesn't have any kind of grip on it, but I'm sure that this will work. There we are. So that is what Kung Lao would look like throwing the hat. And of course we do come with this blood accessory. And the blood accessory has got little gaps here that you can see if we zoom in on it, which presumably is going to attach to the hat to give the illusion of actually slashing someone. So let's try equipping that on to the edge of the hat. Let's take this off first. And this should just equip here, like so. And there you have the look of, if you imagine there was another character, which I don't have any characters down here for this area, then, well, I mean, almost. We came close. Let's try it again. The idea is just not give up when you find a pose that you want to do for your figure, because you will eventually get there. I mean, maybe not the way that you wanted, but you can do something like that. There we go. So you could use that for like a decapitation, which is another one of his fatalities, where he takes off the hat and he throws it and it decapitates the opponent. We don't have to use it with this one. This should also work with this hat as well. So let's just try equipping it onto there. And there you have a much nicer, closer hat effect as such. And there we go. That is it for this little video. Let's put the rabbit back in there. There you go, very, very strange. Ideal. Now, pulling the rabbit out of a bloody hat doesn't make very much sense at all. But there we have it, folks. So, also this part here is all, that is soft plastic. So I think you could remove this, and you can see underneath that he has the same material on the chest as he does on the pants. It's the same colour. So I imagine that's just a one-piece outfit he's got underneath there. So if you did want to remove it, I mean, I wouldn't recommend it and I wouldn't suggest it, but if you did, then you can, and then you would have the more Shaolin monk version of Kung Lao. And that is going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and we're going to try and do some more Strong Collectible videos from now on. So if you enjoyed the video, give us a like, share and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you see when more of these videos go up. And also we do a whole lot of other things on the channel. So some things you might be interested in, some things you might not be interested in. We are a bit of a variety channel, but unboxing Strong Collectibles is still something that I greatly enjoy and still something that I do. So you will see more Mortal Kombat, you will see some Street Fighter coming up soon, and you'll see some other cool stuff like that in the future. So I do hope that you stick with us, enjoy watching our videos, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.